if you're selling a good or a product and the buyer comes in and says, I know exactly what I want, should you give them exactly what they want, or should you try to sell them something differently? This is an important question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California. A perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. And at some point, no matter what you have to offer, no matter what you have to sell, somebody's going to come to you and say, hey, I want to buy your widget or your gizmo, and here's the one that I want. And early on in my sales career, I would have just said, like, boom, let's get it done for you. But after a lot of reflection, after writing with a lot of salespeople, I've got a little bit of a different answer at this point. And there's a huge difference between a sales pro and a sales Joe. And a sales pro is going to go, hey, time out. Let's find out how you're going to use that product or service, and let's make sure that it's a right fit. And, you know, a lot of times buyers are scared to meet with salespeople because they think that all they're going to try to do is sell them something. But a real, true sales professional, no matter how much the product costs, is going to say, time out, let's make sure that that's the right deal. And I see salespeople get frustrated with this when they work with a manager or they work with a business owner, and the business owner goes in and they ask questions. So it's a tag team effort. Salesperson says, hey, I need some help. And whoever, the person who's been in the field longer, manager or business owner, comes in and says, I got to ask you some questions. Let's get something figured out. Well, in the mind of the salesperson, like, time out, I've got this deal all wrapped up and this is what I want. But the sales pro is going to know, hey, you know what? If this buyer does not get the product, service, widget, or gizmo that they need, what they're going to do is they're going to call back, they're going to complain, they're going to try to bring it back, and there's going to be an issue. And there's no way to go back and say, hey, wait, this may not have been a good fit. And I know there may be one or two of you who watch this video go, no, Scott, I don't believe in that. Well, that's cool. If you don't believe in that, leave a comment in the description down below, and we'll figure out if you're right or if I'm right, or if there's common ground and we could both be right in the middle. So your job as a salesperson is to find the right product or fit for the buyer. And yes, sometimes buyers say, hey, look, I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what you have to show me. This is the one that I want. You're not going to talk me out of it. I would make a note of it and say, hey, look, you know, I offered different opportunities. I had a different conversation with them, and they said, I don't want it. It's not the one that I want. I want this one for all the reasons. Now, I remember when I graduated from high school, I bought an Alpine 7821. Yeah. 7821, no, 7817. It was like a $900 deck. And I went to a radio shop and I said, hey, look, this is way back in the day, in the mid-90s. And I said, I want to get this deck. And they go, you're going to pay like $900 for this deck. You can get the one that's got a little bit less. And I said, I want the one with all the features, all the bells and whistles. And way back in the day, this Alpine deck was one of the first ones. If you held the button down, it would change the colors from green to orange. Right? And it was like a $200 extra feature. And so these guys are trying to talk me out of it. And I said, no, wait. This is the one that I want. If you won't sell it to me, I'm leaving. They go, well, we're not going to sell it to you. I left. I went somewhere else that was going to buy it, you know, that was going to sell it to me. And for the 4 or 5 times in the year and a half and the 2 years that I had that deck in my vehicle, right, I got the feel of like, I could change the colors. But you don't know sometimes the ulterior motive. And sometimes you're going to show the buyer and say, hey, this may not be the right one for you, but at least you can make the decision. And they pick the other one. They have less of a chance of being angry and less of a chance of being upset. They can still get mad and say, hey, I didn't like it. I don't know if I really want to keep it. But your job as a salesperson, sometimes we get in order-taking mode. I've done this, right? It's really easy to just accept what they say. I want this one, I want this one. But the reason why you know about products, the reason why you know about service, the reason why you know about your industry is go, that may not be a good fit for you. Would it be all right if I shared a different option? If they say yes, perfect. If they say no, sell them what they want, okay? Now, if you've never been to my channel before, you've got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button and click on it. And every time I send out a video, you're going to get an update that says, Scott Bell Consultant's a really cool guy and he sent out a video you should watch. And that's true. We'll see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. Aloha.